In our lifetime, we absorb facts, information, and skills. We get our theoretical and practical understanding through education and experience. It's called knowledge. Welcome to television's longest-running high school quiz show, Knowledge Bowl. Let's join two of our 16 competing Northeast Michigan high schools and our host, Astrid Fitzpatrick, for today's match.
Hello, welcome to Knowledge Bowl, America's longest running quiz show. I am your moderator, Astrid Fitzpatrick. Today we are playing between Ogemaw Heights and Mayo Asabo. Before we begin, let's introduce our team, starting on my left with Ogemaw Heights, starting with their captain.
Hi, I'm Adam Zettel, and I'm a junior at Ogemaw Heights.
Hi, I'm Emerson Klustra, sophomore at Ogemaw Heights.
Hi, I'm Colin Finkbeiner, and I'm a freshman at Ogemaw Heights.
I'm Charles Gillette, and I'm a freshman.
And they're joined by their coach today, Andrew Barna. And our next team, Mayo Asabo, starting with their captain.
Jacob Lentz, senior.
Scott Blamer, senior.
Quentin Fortier, senior.
Skylar Strack, senior.
Ben Lubitz, senior.
Al Jones, junior.
And they're joined by their coach today, Jay Jackson. I'd also like to thank our judges today, Matthew Fitzpatrick and Joey Greskoviak. Our first round is a toss-up round, but before we start that, here are the rules.
Round 1 is a toss-up format. A question will be asked, and the first competitor to ring in has the opportunity to answer the question. If a correct answer is given, the team is awarded 10 points. No consulting is allowed. If the answer is incorrect, then the question goes to the opposing team to answer.
All right, welcome back, and we'll start our first round, which is a toss-up round. Charles Darwin called this process natural selection. Adam? Oh, sorry.
Evolution?
Sorry, that's incorrect. Natural selection, but many people know it by the name that Herbert Spencer gave it. Name it.
Survival of the fittest.
That's correct. Gabriel Garcia Marquez's 1990 book, The General and His Labyrinth, deals with a Venezuelan aristocrat who tried to unite his continent. Name this South American hero.
Simon Bolivar.
That's correct. If you build it, he will come is the central quotation in the motion picture Field of Dreams. Who will come? Skylar?
Sorry, baseball players.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The correct answer was Shoeless Joe Jackson. In 5 places in both the Old and New Testament, one can find what 3-verb cliche that can be described as masticating, imbibing, and amusing oneself? And the correct answer was eat, drink, and be merry. In April 1891, this former mayor of Bridgeport read his own obituary in the New York Evening Sun. He seems to have taken the hint because he promptly thereafter died. Name this spectacular showman and circus founder. The correct answer was P.T. Barnum. What was the first spacecraft to land on the moon? Gemini 1. Jacob?
Apollo 11.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Name of the first spacecraft to land on the moon: Gemini 1, Voyager 1, Apollo 2, Luna 2, or Sputnik 4. Adam?
Apollo 2.
I'm sorry, the correct answer was Luna 2. Although it has increased the quality of the country's air, the chemical additive MTBE has resulted in the contamination of a number of communities' water supplies throughout ground seepage. MTBE is added to what product to help it burn cleaner and reduce toxic emissions? Adam?
Gasoline.
That's correct. In 1939, Gone with the Wind was the first color film to win an Academy Award for Best Picture. What was the last black and white film to win that honor? Correct answer was Schindler's List. After receiving 4 stitches because a camera fell on her head while shooting her video Oops, what popular singer returned to the stage to continue the shoot? Jacob?
Britney Spears.
That's correct. University of Portland researchers have found that the hazelnut tree produces the same active chemical for the anti-cancer drug Taxol that at one time could only be produced using the bark of what other tree? Adam?
Hemlock.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Correct answer was yew. April 1st marked the first day of new Massachusetts law, the first in the nation, that prohibits people from throwing away computers and televisions in landfills because of components that can pollute the air and soil. Correct answer was cathode ray tubes. At age 68, he became the highest paid actor ever on Broadway when he took over the role of the devil in Damn Yankees. That was 1995. Name this popular comedian in his yearly telethon. The correct answer was Jerry Lewis. During a storm, lightning can flow from a cloud to the ground. Name one of the other ways it can move.
Cloud.
That's correct. We also would have accepted within a cloud or ground to cloud. Define and spell belfry. Adam?
Bellfrie.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Jacob?
Bellfry.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. It was Belfry, and it's the steeple where the bells are hung. The Jewish calendar is based upon the cycles of the moon. In the Bible, however, the names of past months are not written in Hebrew, but in the language of the captors from whom the Jews adopted the calendar. What is that language? Adam?
Egyptian.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect.
Nordic.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The correct answer was Babylonian. Name any two of the three modern countries founded as Carolingian dynasties in 843.
China.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Scott?
Mongolia and China.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The correct answers were France, Germany, and Italy. And we're out of time for our first round. We'll be right back with some scores. All right, welcome back. We've got both teams at a tie with 30 points each. Our next round is a bonus round. Before we start that, here are the rules.
This is the bonus round. It consists of toss-up questions, as in round 1. However, this is the twist. The team answering correctly then gets 4 bonus questions. For each question answered correctly, a series of points will be awarded. Team members can consult, but only the team captain can answer the question. After an incorrect answer, the toss-up portion begins again for both teams.
All right, our first toss-up question is match these atomic numbers, 4, 8, 11, 93, with these chemical elements, beryllium, neptunium, oxygen, and sodium. Right, the correct answer was 4 with beryllium, 8 with oxygen, 11 sodium, and 93 neptunium. Passages from what religious work decorate the outside of the Taj Mahal? Adam?
Quran.
That's correct. And first bonus question. Name the geographically largest nation which borders upon the English Channel. Adam?
France.
That's correct. Name the 2 countries that border the Netherlands.
France and Belgium.
That's correct. What lies across the Ionian Sea from Greece?
Crete.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Correct answer was Italy. Let's see. America's first ship to sail around the world, the first command module to take men to walk on the moon, was the first space shuttle were all called what? Adam?
Apollo.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Scott?
Voyager.
Sorry, the correct answer was Columbia. One computer can do all of a store's accounting in 3 hours, and the backup computer can do the job in 5 hours. The first computer breaks down after 1 hour, and the other finishes the job. If the two work independently, how long does it take the latter to finish? The correct answer was 2 1/3 hours. One legend claims that they fought in the Trojan War under their queen, Penthesilea. Name this tribe. Adam?
The Trojans.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Okay, the correct answer was Amazon. In England, what one world precedes Court, Theatre, Albert Hall, and Botanic Gardens? Adam?
One World Theater.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The correct answer is Royal. John Reed, American author of 10 Days That Shook the World, died on October 19, 1920, in what city where he is also buried?
Chicago.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Emerson?
New York.
Sorry, that's also incorrect. The correct answer was Moscow. A group of files, records, programs, or documents that are considered a single unit for computer processing purposes is called what?
A program.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Jacob?
And CPU.
I'm sorry, the correct answer was batch. Horse racing has contributed a considerable number of words to common usage. What expression, for instance, means to stimulate somebody to action? Jacob?
Giddy up.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Adam?
Spur.
That's correct. Right. Identify the following islands from the description of their locations. Mediterranean Sea, south of Turkey, west of Syria, and Lebanon.
Cyprus.
Yep, that's correct. Mediterranean Sea, south of Sicily, and east of Tunisia.
Malta.
I'm sorry, what was that?
Malta. MALTA.
Yep, that's correct. This is a group of islands between the Atlantic Ocean and the North Sea off the northern tip of Scotland.
Shetland.
Sorry, that's incorrect. The correct answer was Orkney Islands. Okay, what is the sum of 18 and 19 in modulo 25? Okay, the correct answer was 12. Describe the number of positions of players in a standard starting lineup for a hockey team. Jacob?
6. 3 in the front and then 3 in the back.
Judges?
3 defenders, 3 defenders.
Sorry, that's incorrect.
6, 3 in the front, 2 defenders, 1 goalie.
Okay, that's correct. It's 1 goalie, 2 defensemen, and 3 forwards. Okay. Sorry. Okay, and these ones are fill in the blank. 2 straight lines intersect. The 4 pairs of adjacent angles formed are supplementary, and the 2 pairs of non-adjacent angles are, Adam?
Complementary.
Vertical.
That's correct. Literally, this slang term, old blank, seems to refer to an antiquated woodworking tool, but is also used to mean a homily or folk saying. And the correct answer was saw. one of the first political deals in U.S. history was made over the location of the U.S. Capitol and what other issue?
The
Jacob?
Louisiana Purchase.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Right, the correct answer was assumption of state debts. Name the abolitionist leader who lectured with Frederick Douglass before the Civil War, especially through the Midwest. The correct answer was William Lloyd Garrison. What most closely resembles a plane while gliding? A bald eagle, a dragonfly, a sparrow, a flying fish, or a flying squirrel?
Flying
Jacob?
Squirrel.
Sorry, that's incorrect. And Adam?
An eagle.
Sorry, the correct answer was flying fish. And that's it for our second round. We'll be right back with some scores. Okay, welcome back. We've got Ogemaw Heights with a score of 85 and Maiwa Sabo with a score of 30. Our next round is the 60-second round, but before we start that, here are the rules.
This is our 60-second round. The team with the lowest score selects from one of the 4 categories of 10 questions. The team that has 60 seconds to answer as many questions as possible. Each correct answer is worth 10 points. Any missed questions will then be answered by the opposing team. An additional 20-point bonus is awarded for answering all 10 questions correctly.
All right, we're starting our round with Maiwa Sabo, and they've chosen the category ionic charge. Right. Give the typical ionic charge or number for each of these ions. Cesium,
+2.
sorry, that's incorrect. Nickel,
+2.
that's correct. Beryllium,
+2.
that's correct. Iodide,
-1.
that's correct. Iron,
+2.
that's correct. Cyanide,
-1.
that's correct. Barium,
+1.
sorry, that's incorrect. Nitrate,
-1.
that's correct. Carbonate,
-2.
that's correct. And sodium,
+2.
sorry, that's incorrect. And Ogemaw Heights, give the typical ionic charge or number for each of these ions. Cesium,
+1.
that's correct. Barium,
+1.
sorry, that's incorrect. And sodium,
+1.
it's correct. And they've chosen the category potluck. What is a perfect score on either half of the SAT?
800.
That's correct. A rectangular red flag with a black square in its middle flying at Galveston indicates what kind of weather?
Stormy.
Stormy.
Judges? Okay, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. What kind of freedom is protected by tenure at the university level?
Employment.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Voltaire described what North American country as a few acres of snow?
Canada.
That's correct. Car manufacturers in what nation were the first to manufacture cars using rotary engines?
Germany.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Statements that illustrate disjunction in logic always include what conjunction?
Pass.
The continent with the greatest number of large animals that are potentially dangerous to humans is
Africa.
undoubtedly what?
Africa.
That's correct. What is the strongest shape that can be used in construction?
Triangle.
That's correct. How was... Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. In Maiwa Sabo, what a rectangular red flag with a black square in its middle flying at Galveston indicates what kind of weather?
Storm. Thunderstorm.
Thunderstorm.
Sorry, that's incorrect. What kind of freedom is protected by tenure at the university level? Car manufacturers in what nation were the first to manufacture cars using rotary engines?
United States.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Statements that illustrate disjunction in logic always include what conjunction?
Pass.
Okay. The correct answer was or. That last one. And that's it for our 60-second round. We'll be right back with some updated scores. Okay, welcome back. We've got Ogemaw Heights with 145 points and Maiwa Sabo following closely behind with 100 points. Our last round is a toss-up round, just like the first round. What military term used for weapons and ammunition also includes the tools used in their manufacture? Adam?
Ordnance.
That's correct. Name the author of the title of the play set in 1850s New England in which we find the characters Ephraim Cabot, Abby Putnam, his third wife, and Eben Cabot, the youngest son. Jacob?
Shakespeare.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Right, the correct answer was Eugene O'Neill's Desire Under the Elms. What was the 19th century enthusiasm for composer Franz Liszt called? Right, the correct answer was Lisztomania. Located in Phocis, Greece, this mountain has two summits, one consecrated to Apollo, the other to the Muses. Delphi is located on its southern slope. Jacob?
Olympus.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Delphi is located on its southern slope. Name the mountain. Adam?
The Acropolis.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. The correct answer was Parnassus. In Greek mythology, who were the parents of Ares, god of war? Adam?
Gaia and Kronos.
Sorry, that's incorrect. And Quentin?
Zeus and Hera.
That's correct. Which chemical element has an atomic number of 19 and an atomic weight of approximately 39? Jacob?
Neon.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Adam?
Bromine.
Sorry, that's also incorrect. The correct answer was potassium. After the Civil War, Jefferson Davis was charged with treason and imprisoned for 2 years. What was the verdict at his trial? Emerson?
I didn't have.
Guilty.
Oh, Adam. No, I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Right, the correct answer was that he was never tried. Trick question. What two bodies of water form the western and eastern boundaries of the Fertile Crescent? Jacob?
Mediterranean Sea and Arabian Sea.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Adam?
The Tigris and Euphrates.
Sorry, that's also incorrect. The correct answer was the Mediterranean Sea and the Persian Gulf. Given an angle A, 1 plus the square of the tangent of A equals the square of what trig function? Jacob?
Secant squared of A.
Judges? Sorry, that's incorrect. Adam?
The sine.
Sorry, that's also incorrect. The correct answer was secant A. The V campaign in Nazi-occupied Europe stood for victory. What did the V in the German rocket bombs V1 and V2 stand for?
Valkyrie.
I'm sorry, what?
Valkyrie.
I'm sorry, that's incorrect. Adam?
Velkomen.
Sorry, that's incorrect. The correct answer was vengeance. Name the French and German leaders who recently teamed up to oppose the U.S.-led war in Iraq, claiming that war was the worst of all possible solutions to the crisis. Right, the correct answer was President Jacques Chirac, Chancellor Gerhard Schroeder. The annual meeting of the World Trade Organization was recently held in Davos, located in what country? Adam?
France.
Sorry, that's incorrect. Jacob?
Switzerland.
That's correct. And that's all time we have for the bonus round, or sorry, the final round. We'll be right back with some final scores. Okay, welcome back. Our final score is Mayo Asabo with 120, and our winners today, Ogemaw Heights with a score of 155. Please join us next week where we'll have Alpena versus Atlanta. And I'll leave you with a quote from Carl Jung: knowledge rests not in truth alone, but also in error. So don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's why they put the little erasers on pencils. Have a good night.